sparkling. A lot of anger. Flash bronze, coated with spangles. Yeah, some sounds in the tongues. Wrangles, three dots connect to rectangles. Just like music sounds connect them rambles. Hell now, no man can throw me away.
Guys, welcome. I hit my mic too. Welcome guys, what's going on? It's your boy All Time. Quick intro before I roll the actual intro. This will be the introductory intro. I don't know if that makes any sense at all, but the point of what I'm saying, guys, is that I procrastinated a lot on making this video, and so even within doing that, a lot of stuff behind the scenes and other things I was working on as well. So I apologize for all you guys, for all my Chainsaw Man fans here. And some other cool news. Yesterday, I actually bought volume 19. Look at it, guys. Volume 19 of Chainsaw Man. I believe this is the most you can buy, well, obviously in English, and then volume 20, 21, 22 is still coming out. And again, I'm probably going to put this in the intro, just to preface this. I'm almost going to treat this like a movie, because we're not going to be reading no 5 or 2 chapters. I believe we might be reading upwards from 16 to 20. I'm still trying to figure out how much I'm going to read, but I want to completely catch up. And I already have a title for this video, and I can't wait for you guys to watch this, whether you guys are in the premiere or not. Chapter 201, Terror looks like this. Are you afraid of me? She's nuts. Should we call the Vigilante Corps? No, that's not necessary. It hurts, right? You're as terrified as you can right now? That's my mission. Terrorize and save you guys. Oh, she's about to do something crazy. I remember, like, in the previous video, I was undermining, like, her strength. Like, I was pretty, like, underwhelmed. You know, it's like, oh, okay, she's just one of those characters, until I see something where it's like, she's one of the primordials, I think. So, she's one of the 4 horsemen. She's the actual feminine. So it's like, oh no, this is gonna be horrible. You silly goose, that's not anger, that's terror. Call the Vigilante Corps. Terror looks like this. A mistake. Whoa, what the? Did you save her because she was a woman? Yoru, help me! Oh my gosh. It's really crazy how, like, the chef lady, or the falling devil, is still prevalent here. It's almost like every devil, aside from, you know, because the justice is here, right? Or should I say, I think it's a different devil, I believe, from what I've heard. But yeah, it's crazy how almost every devil from the beginning of part 2 is prevalent here. To think that she would play such a prominent role. And watch, Yoru's not even going to help us. She's not even going to help us. Watch. She screamed, no way. Oh my god, man. Oh my god. I swear, Yoru. Alright. You look cute, but you were a devil all along. I'm the only woman you need, right? Aren't I? To be continued. Oh my gosh, she's playing such an antsy role, man. I want them to team up though. Like I said in the previous video, first off, it's good to be back. What's going on, guys? But also 2, yeah, I wanted them to team up in some way. I mean, I didn't expect that Survivor to survive. It's Chainsaw Man. I obviously didn't expect the Survivor to survive. But next chapter is called Devil Combination, so I pray that at least in some way, it may not even be like completely or legitimately, but in some way I would like for them to work together, to team up. That would be really, really cool. Chainsaw Man chapter 202, Devil Combination. Are you mad? Do you want to come at me? Bang.
darkest valley, haters knew it's full of valley, so uncanny that I got this crew in this movement. So
Did you fake that disagreement to throw me off guard? No, this chick's just that nuts. It's getting cold. It's time to head home. Die. Bang. Did people spawn there? What? Where did they come from? Did you just spawn people? Okay, first off, this panel looks kind of cold. He looks kind of cold. He's using people as like the limbs. Why does he look so cold though? What? It's literally not Chainsaw Man, but is. I mean, obviously we know it isn't. Look at the legs. And then he got the cape on. He does look cool. He looks like a complete alternative Chainsaw Man. Oh no. I mean, I didn't know how strong he was. I didn't really think he was a pushover, judging from how, you know, he fought Fami or the Death Devil, that being actually Fami from the previous video. But that probably wasn't like the best demonstration of strength. Gross. Chainsaw Man. What? Cutting down strangers doesn't pain you, right? But you can bust through people pleading for your help. Huh? It's cold. What the? Where am I? My body. Huh? Whoa. Oh my god, what's going on? Holy crap, I can't. It's Chainsaw Man. Thank goodness. Save us, Chainsaw Man. Yeah, then just gonna have to kill him, man. I don't know why you're celebrating it. You're not a girl, so you're not a woman, so. But even with some of the women here, like, merge with Chainsaw, Chainsaw Man, the enemy here. Yeah, they're dead. I can already just tell by the paneling, it's over. It's over. Denji, you do what you gotta do, man. You've been through enough. Save us. It's too high. Too high. You scumbag. To be continued. Chapter 203, Human Shield. Chainsaw Man, Chapter 203, Human Shield. Whoa. It hurts. It hurts. Damn it. Chainsaw Man, pull me out of here. It hurts. It's all over. There's dirt in my ear. Chainsaw Man, if you dodge his punches, you hurt like hell for these people close to his fists. What do you want me to do? Bring you a cushion? Oh, I got it. I know what to do. Aim for the heart. That way maybe he'll die and we'll survive. Like in a video game. When you beat a boss, don't the minions disappear too? Excuse me? We're not minions? Lady, you're missing my point. Oh, Denji's on it. Denji's on it. But he's not wrong though. Once you beat the boss, the minions disappear too. He's just running against his arm. Oh, it's time. It's time. Your heart's wide open. This is not fair. Yoru, help us. She obviously doesn't have to, but oh my gosh, this fight's crazy. I'm not freaking out now. I'm gonna freak out when some other stuff happens that I'm thinking of. But so far, I mean, come on, man. We're getting bodied here. I actually thought Denji had more of a chance, but we need Pochita's form. You can't win if you feel sorry for him, but if I kill them, there'll be fewer people who will like me. I don't like that. Even if you did save them, you'd soon be forgotten. Case in point, Asa was too popular too. She was forgotten in no time. Shall I give you a hand? Humans be afraid and become prime ingredients. Oh, Yoru and Denji, come on. Or should I say, Chainsaw Man and Yoru. Let's go. Come on. Let me see it. It's literally like 2v2 right now. Or right now it's 2v1. Oh no, it's time. It's time. To be continued. Ooh, next chapter with one life. I've been saying this for a while, and like, I really do appreciate the moments. This is what I was saying in my previous video before we continue, because last chapter I didn't really speak. I really appreciate the moments, and again, I was vocal about this for a long time in my videos, that the panel time that Asa and Denji have is very Like, I treasure it a lot. Every bit of panel time that they have, like any conversation, any interaction, like just anything, I really, really enjoy. But there's this sort of also slight interest that I see with Yoru and Denji, because Denji's so different from any other character in Chainsaw Man. Like, a lot of characters in Chainsaw Man are like weird. They're manipulative. They're very conniving. They always have ulterior motives. They're pretty smart in their own right. Yoru kind of falls in that blurred line, but then also so does Denji. Asa does as well, you know, and I feel like whenever Denji and Yoru like have these conversations, yeah, okay, sometimes, if not a lot of the time, Yoru's manipulating him, but there is some sort of nuance to a lot of the times when they speak, or you know, again, like they just interact with one another. So I don't mind all of these scenes that we're getting, because like I wanted to see more of these two people. You know, Asa and Yoru, they're essentially one, but they're different characters, but in one. And then Denji and Pochita, or Denji in a way. It's like, this is what I liked and always really cherished a lot, especially in the beginning of part 2, was seeing Asa, like seeing more of her, seeing how her character's changed, how it's evolved. And the same can be said for Yoru. Like, I really, really appreciate not only, you know, and again, her character, but how far she's come. Because it's almost as if she's static. Like, she stayed the same. But I also would go as far as say she's changed because of her being in Asa's body for so long. You know, and their dynamic is something that I love. So it's something I haven't seen in a while. Like, I've compared them. Even though they're not alike, like, at all, they're pretty similar in, like, a few aspects. Just very few. But just like my shelf over here, like you can see the brown book right here, but Yasuo and Josuke, you know, it's been a while since I've read a story where it's like two essentially protagonists, and it's exploring like their dynamic along with the themes of the part of the story and everything. But we'll continue. And I'll definitely have more to say later. Chainsaw Man chapter 204 with one life. This building is in ruins now. In other words, it doesn't belong to anyone, which means it's mine. My building sword.
Through this moment of time あの時交わした言葉が鳴り響いて
No, that's her, Falling Devil. I'm strong enough to kill her now, too. Denji, if you aren't still done by the time I get back, I'll kill that phony Chainsaw Man my way. I guess I have no choice. Oh, that walk down. You guys see the walk down? Look at the walk down here. Ugh! The walk down? Oh, I'm getting hyped now. I'm getting hyped. Come on! Come on! I'm the real one. Let's go! Yeah, I'll let you live. So set those people in your body free. You're weak, dude. You can't just beat me by swinging your arms around. Damn it. Don't cross on a red light. Turn back to normal. My clothes. It hurts. Call an ambulance. Oh, thank goodness. Good thing it worked like in a video game, huh? Oh, it is what it is. You really are strong, Chainsaw Man. Pleasure to meet you. I am the Fire Devil. Give him a break! The Fire Devil? Where did you come from? Oh my god, this is one of the major ones. Oh, Denji has no chance, bro. We gotta get Pochita out here. This ain't even fair, man. Give him a chance. Yoru, we need you. Falling Devils, he has to be off-screened. There's no way. He stands no chance. Where did the Fire Devil come from? You guys, look at the design on that. We haven't seen that since Makima, right? Right, guys? Oh, my gosh. Oh, yeah? What, do you want to fight me, too? No. I merely have a question. I was inside him the entire time. Do you remember his face? To be continued. Oh! Oh, so the Justice was actually the fire? Huh. Okay. Whoa, I didn't know that. What? The Fire Devil was just inside the Justice? Or was the Fire Devil, or was the Justice always the fire? Yo, let me know down in the Premiere or comment section right now. I might know while editing this video. What? We have not seen the fire, at least physical form, since Makima, correct? I do not like this next chapter's title. Oh man. Oh man. What? That I don't get it. I don't. Oh my goodness. It's getting crazy. I mean, it's already been good, but like this is crazy. I actually I don't know what to say right now, guys. This is bad commentary, bad commentary. What's the Fire Devil gonna do? He said, I mean, his Fire Devil says he's not here to fight, but you know, devils be lying. So I don't. Oh man. I mean, the last time the Fire Devil didn't even really want to fight Denji. I think like it was just like, you know, I think so. And then I'm pretty sure again, yours, she's still fighting the Falling, of course. And then she might even be hung up with like actual Fami instead. Chainsaw Man, chapter 205. Who? Who's he? You don't know? Then I'll remind you. Once there was a pair of kind-hearted twin brothers. The twins found me, an injured devil, and took me in, saving me. While treating my injuries, the twins often told me about Chainsaw Man. Even a devil can become a symbol of hope as long as you have justice in your heart. Like Chainsaw Man, they said. They urged me to join them, to do the right thing together. I empathized with their message and took action. I made contracts with those with justice in their hearts, granting them the ability to transform into the shape of their justice. I remember the first time the twins saved someone with my power, like it was yesterday. They both looked incredibly proud. And then one day, you appeared. During your battle with the cockroach devil, it grabbed the younger brother. You let his younger brother die to save a cat. Remember his face now? Do you not even look at him? Oh, that was in the beginning. Oh, shoot. We remember that. I breezed off that chapter so lightly, I'm getting goosebumps, guys. I'm actually getting goosebumps, hold on. Oh no, this man idolized you and you betrayed him. He lived for revenge on you, yet you can't even remember his face. But it is what it is. You're a devil after all. You're here to tell me to apologize? Wrong. After this, you're going to choose between two options again. Oh no. Get me out of this manga. No, I'm not flipping. No. You guys can't make me flip. No, guys, look. You see it? Hold on. There's goosebumps here, bro. Get me out of this. No. What do you mean you're gonna make me pick? No. Guys, I don't want to. It's gonna be so bad. Wow. It is what it is. You are a devil. Wow. And again, took shape of the justice, right? Okay. Oh, what is it gonna say? This time, don't make the same mistake. For real? What mistake? Oh no. What? He just vanished. No. It's gonna be like some crazy decision later. Oh my gosh. You're gonna choose between two options. What did he say to him? Chainsaw Man. Oh. I haven't lost yet. You sure about that? Don't you wish to save me? Could you speak up? Do you wish to save me? Your answer? Huh. Oh, yes ma'am. Then save me if you can. Dang, yours getting her butt kicked. Oh, nah, man. No. But what is that? I mean, look, it could have been something simple and, like, I'm just overthinking this, but, like, what did the Fire Devil mean by that? I'm guessing it was literally just Yoru here. I'm only gonna assume, like, just save her instead, which, again, that would be really cool if, like, the justice... saving her is the right thing. I think it's like maybe it's like a hint or a foreshadow to saving Asa. Like, you know, like, because I don't want anything to happen to Asa, man. She's the GOAT. You know, she's the GOAT. She's literally the protagonist of this part. So, oh my goodness. Goosebumps. Peak chapter. Favorite chapter so far. That was my favorite chapter so far. And the Fire Devil just disappeared. Like, will we ever see the Fire Devil again? We only saw the Fire Devil once. And correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but this is the second time. Was the decision that? Or do you guys think it was something more? Without spoiling right now, of course. My goodness. Okay. Next chapter, Chess Woman Apology. We're speeding through these, guys. I know we're speeding through them. But these chapters are short, so... You know, we have less content to cover. You know, I'm not used to covering weekly mangas. I'm used to covering monthlies. Hope you guys enjoying your snacks. You know, keep liking, subscribing. Yeah. I don't know, guys. Oh my goodness. I don't know. Okay. Like Fujimoto always does this to us, guys. He does this to me all the time whenever I read his stuff, man. All right, here we go. Chainsaw Man chapter 206, Chest Woman Apology. It's been a while. Chest Woman. That's the Falling Devil. She's a devil, you fool. Falling Devil. Be careful, she's absurdly strong. So save me first, I'm pinned down. Be my guest. Save her. You can do anything you like as long as you stay out of my way. I have no desire to fight you two. My job is to plunge mankind into an abyss of terror. Denji, don't! You haven't changed at all since the last time. Your chainsaws can't frighten me. You ought to know the sorrow and pain of losing a loved one. But you did it anyway. You took someone away from us. I'm sorry. Because remember. And even Asa fell victim to this, remember, guys? You guys remember the Falling Devil arc? Oh my... Goosebumps again. Wow, he does feel bad for that. That's crazy. I just got goosebumps, guys. I'm not even... Look at this. I know y'all can see that, man. I'm telling y'all, that is crazy. I'm sorry. Denji! Be a good boy in the sky. You are Lady Death's Devil's precious pawn. What? Wait. Don't shoot, Asa. Our hand is buried in the rubble. If you shoot, we'll be blown away too. You stupid. Bang. I'm sorry. Denji. Oh, Asa, get him. Asa, get him. Asa, get him. Get him. Get him. Oh my gosh. This is... Remember, Denji got her, remember? Oh, shoot. I remember that. To be continued. You guys remember that? Like, he got her when she was... Yeah, oh my gosh. Come on. I know you guys remember that. Hey, go back and watch the videos. This is so peak. This is so cute, bro. That's crazy. Oh my goodness. You got her back. Oh, man. Oh my gosh. It's the same thing. Wow. Oh, this. Oh man. I mean, I can't even be happy, guys. You know. Let's get Pain-san, man, in the chat, man. This. Can you guys see it now? Look at that. Look at that. You guys see that? It's every chapter, guys. It's straight goosebumps. Like I'm sorry for my lack of commentary. Usually I have more thought-provoking stuff to say. Every chapter just takes my breath away. And I'm just looking at the Chainsaw Man chapter 207. Buddha. Don't be afraid, Denji. Think happy thoughts. I don't deserve to be happy. What? The worst thing that's ever been done to me. I wasn't doing the same thing to other people. Somebody like me shouldn't be allowed to be happy. I'll make you happy, Denji. I've wanted to for a long time now, but how? I don't know. But we can think about that together. You're dumb, so you have to think. out. My gosh. Oh my gosh. Say it, Asa. Say it. Yes, dude. Yes. 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 This is what we... Yes. Yes, guys. Yes. That's all you have to say. Yes. Yes. We have to stop her. Why? Why? We're superheroes, aren't we? The attacks I've tried on her so far haven't worked at all. I'll use tank. Tank. Yo, what is that? Oh my gosh! That's too heavy. Using Tank Devil's power, I'll load this gun with every weapon I've stockpiled to this point, and I'll let her rip. To be continued. Bro, she just hit her with like the unlimited blade works. You guys ever read or like watch Fate? She just hit her with everything. And even like the original head thing from season what was that? From season not season. She hit her with the original sword from like the first book. You guys see it on my shelf up there? Look at that. She from the first book. Or like from the first volume of part 2. I gotta go back to this widespread. I haven't been going back lately to these panels here, but look at this. Look at this widespread here. This is the gun, I think, from the gun, or I almost said Gun Devil. From what's it called? Oh my gosh, this was from the New York statue. I think so. And then look at, like, the design on this is crazy, by the way. Wow, this is one of my favorite widespreads of this video. We've been getting a lot of widespreads, but this is my favorite widespread of the video so far. Look at this. Look. Yoru looks so fire. And then, like, she's like, I'm going to let it rip. I mean, we've seen this. I'm going to scroll down here. You know, the original, you know, you guys can see it. The original sword guy, right? And from the beginning when Yoru first awakened. And it's hitting the Falling Devil with everything. But she keeps regenning. Like, it's not doing enough. Her head gets obliterated, but then she kind of, like, gets it back. And then this is all that's left. I don't really know if that's enough damage to, like, kill her or to end her. I don't think it is. And Yoru must be like out of juice now at this point. I'm not sure. Like, if they're struggling this hard, how are they gonna beat Death, man? I don't know. But like we haven't seen POCHITA against the Falling. Like, I think if POCHITA comes out, they stand a chance. Like, they can do it. I mean, this is Yoru trying as hard as she can right now, you know, with her recent awakening. And it's what's still not enough. It's still not enough. That's just like that's crazy to me. It's still not enough, guys. It's still not enough. It's still not enough. What? I'm going to have a lot to talk about. Don't get me wrong. I'm saving it. I'm saving it, guys. I'm saving it. What the heck? It's like in my mind, there's no way she's alive, the Falling Devil, but she's going to be okay. Like, she's going to be unscathed. You know, this isn't going to hurt her. I can see it. Man, that chapter was amazing for Asa and Denji, you know. Again, I've told you guys in the beginning, before we started the video, I like when they interact, you know. I feel like they haven't a lot throughout this part, which it's not a big deal, but it's a big deal when they do interact, you know. Oh my gosh, theories right now. I mean, before we even flip to the next chapter, Falling Devil's going to be okay. I mean, Fami, it looks like she's not doing anything, but we saw potential there. Like, she can obviously still do something. And then, you know, Famine, or should I say the Death Devil, you know, the Famine we grew up with for a while, she's still out there in the background pulling the strings. Like, if we can't even, guys, if we can't even beat the Falling, how are we going to beat Fami? Like, we all need a team up. Freaking get Yoshida up in here, like that, like the Devil Corpse, or the whole Devil Corpse. Devil's Hunter Association, like all of us need to get together. There is no way. I mean, and even then, they're all gonna get killed. I think they're all just gonna get killed, except for like Denji and Yoru, really, and all really the higher tiers, which is the only people I can think of, sadly. All right, here we go, guys. Chainsaw Man, chapter 208, changed my mind. Satisfied. Damn. The fear of falling awakens in all living things the moment they first gain awareness. War is but a concept created by humans. You could never hope to best me. Damn it. I see you still intend to interfere. I have you two sustain minor wounds. I'm already wounded in the leg. Say what? Yoru, make a motorcycle. Make a Chainsaw Man motorcycle. I don't see any. I need a motorcycle to make a motorcycle. Bang, bang. They keep coming. Crap. You can't just come in here. I'll use my ultimate weapon too. No, Denji, run away. Yoru, she wants to turn you into a weapon. Go ahead. If it'll lighten my sins a little, I'm okay with it. Come on, turn me into a badass weapon. Oh, it's time. It's time! Denji wants it? Oh, come on! Oh, I didn't even think about this. They can literally fuse. Oh my gosh, they can fuse. I've said this before. If she can turn him into like a strong weapon, didn't I say that previous video? I don't know if I said that previous video. Dude, I think I said that previous video. Oh my gosh, no way. Denji's soul even still kind of rejects the idea, but he's willing to now. That is so cool, man. There is no way. You can't. On second thought, I'd rather not. Huh? To be continued. No, she literally, she had a chance. What do you mean you'd rather not? Oh my gosh, they sold. No, they sold. They literally sold, guys. And she got hit through the head. Nah, she's gonna be all right. No, what do you mean? I think the only reason why she did that was because of the feelings. You remember, because Asa, she doesn't want to do it. Oh, come on. That would have been so cool. If Denji was a weapon. Oh my god. She got hit with her own weapon. Oh my gosh. Is she going to die? She's not going to die, though. No! Oh my gosh. All right. Skip discussion. Yo, for now, guys, skip it. We're doing this live. Chainsaw Man, chapter 209, terrifying weapon. Oh dear, I thought I held back. Was the War Devil always this weak? Long ago, I heard she was far more frightening. Oh my, didn't she just die? What? What? Where'd she come from? Oh! Why did I forget? No. Why did I remember? What? What did she just do? What happened? She just blew her whole body off with the hand! What? I repeat, breaking news. I repeat, this just in. In the ongoing war between the Soviet Union and the USA, America has reportedly dropped a new weapon on several Soviet cities. We have yet to learn the extent of the damage in the cities. However, according to information released by the American military, the weapon is extremely lethal and was planned to be used on devils. Ah, understood. I have an update. Okay, according to new information, this new weapon that was dropped on the Soviets is an extremely powerful bomb-like weapon that mainly uses uranium and plutonium, what's called the atomic energy. The American military used this weapon for the first time as a fast track to ending the war. We have these weapons named now. Oh my god. Stop. That's what made her even more strong, because she remembered. Stop. I'm getting the goosebumps again. Are you serious?
Had to turn my phone, yeah. Had to change the tone. Tried to turn my diamonds so they smoking at the tone. About what you saying, yeah. Just shut up and let me know. Riding in that being, let the tongue control. Ride around these butt down weapons on me. I got my blinking slow. Head number one up on these turbine, yeah. Straight up one. All we do is to go number one. And at the bottom some ends, little bitches, the butts of them. Ride, I'm in the car, little bitch, I'm a
Nuclear weapons.
I went and paid in the band, let's get this shit up. I want it, no matter nothing. Call on my face, my family, my cook, my brother, my slime, my sister, my mother. I'm through the boat, just saying I
To be continued. What? Like, what are, like, what? What? Dude, the nuclear weapons and the nuclear weapon devil. What? I am so on track and lost at the same time. This is my favorite Chainsaw Man video. And it's like the worst commentary. Okay, guys, we'll talk for a bit. Before we continue, Yoru's strength, guys, to me is very fascinating, because especially throughout the beginning of part 2, and you know, as we like when we first started, she was very weak. She was very underwhelming, you know, and I remember seeing a criticism about that. You know, go back to my earlier comment sections, or even to earlier videos when part 2 was going live. A lot of people, when we found out she was one of the 4 horsemen, a lot of people were very disappointed. She wasn't strong. She didn't really remind us as the readers of that Makima-like figure. You know, that character that asserted their dominance, asserted their presence, was strong. Yoru's, you know, guys, one thing I'll say is that Yoru's not just character, but sort of arc to power is very different, and I like it a lot too. It's a slow burn. It's very slow, but it has immediate crashes. The slow burn is like, again, we're getting its and bits and pieces, then we get a crash. Crashes in, like, we see this monumental boost in power, but then we get smacked back into reality that it's Yoru. So, you know. And it's like that constant flow that I really like a lot, you know, like I really, really do. A lot of people don't like Yoru, but in terms of horsemen, she's my favorite. Like, I think Makima has been dethroned. Like, Makima was obviously my favorite, but she's number 2 now. Unironically, Yoru's my favorite horseman. And I don't think it's crazy to say that. I really like Yoru a lot. And I think when it comes to, the Death Devil, right? Being the earlier family, she's my favorite. And then the current family is like my last favorite, because we haven't seen much about her. Nayata, again, I'm not really going to count her too much, but if we're going to count her, I'll put her below our original family, so Death, right? Because I like Nayata, but I think Death was definitely more developed as we continue to part 2, along with our theories and how we felt. But it's due to her remembering the power, and what's scary is this first panel here. I'm going to read it before we officially get into the edits. Nuclear weapons. That's right, nuclear weapons. My top favorite devil is nuclear weapons. The nuclear weapon devil. But why did I remember? The nuclear weapons devil had gotten eaten by Chainsaw Man. How can Yoru remember? Unless it, like, I'm pretty sure it's only Horsemen that can remember stuff like that, right? I think I'm like, excuse me. I think that's why. But did remembering make her stronger? Like, that's what I'm kind of confused about. Did remembering just suddenly make her stronger? That's the question that I have. We'll continue. Obviously, more to say. Guys, I'm sorry I'm just freaking out every chapter, but like this is what it's come to. This is exactly what it's come to. I'll see you guys in peace. Chainsaw Man chapter 210, peace. Nuclear weapons. That's right, nuclear weapons. My top favorite devil is nuclear weapons devil. But why did I remember? The nuclear weapons devil got eaten by Chainsaw Man. Did he puke it up? I see. It's not because he puked it up. It's because America reinvented nuclear weapons from scratch. She got stronger because of what's going on in the world. That's crazy. That is like a monumental, like, if this history thing wasn't going on, you know? But wow, that is crazy. That is actually so crazy how she, like, that, wow, that's so crazy how that was written. I really like that. I won. Come again. I'm cold. Turn into clothes. This can't be. Of course, I remember everything now. I don't love Denji. I'm in love with America. America made me powerful, terrifying, and attractive. Thanks, America. Thank you, America. Thank you. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the earliest flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so valiantly streaming, and the rockets were clear, and the bombs were standing in the air. Dog, my eyes are, you guys see that? Dude, my eyes are watering. Oh, say that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? I can't. This is peak cinema. This is actually peak. Oh my gosh. This is peak. How are people hate? Oh my god. No, I didn't mean to say that this early. I will talk about that later at the end of the video, like during the discussion. That is great. She's saluting to like people dying, because it's like, I don't know if this actually happened. I think this happened because, you know, because like the history. Oh my gosh. And she's like saluting because it's like war and oh my gosh. That reminded me of the Rise poem. Oh my gosh, that's terrifying. That is crazy. Oh my god, it's peak fiction. This is actually peak fiction. Yoru, are you really going to do it? You just stay put and watch like a good girl. What the? Fammy. Actually, I was never Fammy. You can call me Lil D. To be continued. Lil D? Lil D? This is my new favorite chapter. The video. I can't even like describe what just happened. Oh my gosh. Like, that's crazy. Like, guys, I have no words. Like, and he's just in school with Lil D, with the Death Devil. What the, like, oh my god. Oh my goodness. You guys wanted me to catch up? This is insane. Like, wow. Oh my goodness. And you know, guys, I'll say this, right? I think another reason why, before we continue, why my commentary is kind of, you know, and I'll defend myself here. I'm really just not used to giving my concise opinions about weekly chapters. If you look at my videos, a lot of the times, guys, I'm covering monthly manga, so we have a lot to talk about. This is why, like, I kind of read continuously, and then after 2 or 3 chapters, then I give my opinion and talk. So if the commentary is kind of scattered throughout the video, and I apologize there, but let's go and have this conversation about some war, panties, and chainsaw. How about that, guys? How about that? I guess love America, I guess. Here we go. Come on. Little D. Yep. Chainsaw Man, chapter 211. War, panties, and chainsaw. Did you bring me here? We carried you two together. She's the famine devil. The real Fammy. Famine devil. And I'm the death devil. Thus the name Lil D. Lil D. Are you for real right now? I'm for real. Okay then. Oh yeah, also, what happened to YORU? Fear of war surged when nuclear weapons were dropped on the Soviet Union. As a result, War Devil has grown stronger, far stronger than I anticipated. She's alive? Where is she? I don't know. But I do know what she's doing. She's killing devil hunters as she gathers a devil army. When she finds you, you'll be turned into a weapon too. A weapon she'll use to erase me. Okay. That sounds dangerous for us. Wait, so if you're the death devil, what will happen if death gets erased? Living beings will cease to die from at all of any phenomena. Old age, illness, fatal injury, you name it. Wouldn't that be, like, awesome for everybody other than us? It's a nightmare scenario. It is. A world without death is the War Devil's goal. Oh my god, we're about to get a widespread. Never-ending death means never-ending war. Wait a minute! I don't know if I called this. Wait, guys. We're gonna get a widespread. I swear I said something like this. Guys, believe me. Believe me. Hey, look, I was cooking months ago. I was cooking. Oh my gosh, there's no way. Endless suffering. I swear I said this before. There's no, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. War Devil's trying to start a never-ending World War II. Undying humans, all in parts of the world, hating and hurting each other for all of eternity. That's War Devil's dream. Originally, my powers were supposed to activate and wipe out mankind. My efforts to stop that prophecy changed the future into an even worse one. Hold up, your story's too much of a stretch. Also, I'm supposed to believe that you're the Death Devil. Yeah, right. Aren't you just some cringy weird girl? She's really a devil, dude. Huh? It's some guy I've seen before. At this rate, War Devil's gonna show before Denji's done playing catch-up. Lil D, I bet he'll believe you if you show him your belly. Wait! Oh, he's back! He's back! Oh, shoot! Oh, I remember him! He's the guy that was kind of like Denji. Oh my gosh, he's back. That's crazy. Wow, he's back. He's back. He's one of the cover arts guys on the volumes. I remember people talking about when is he gonna come back. The last time we saw him, he got like kind of hurt really badly by Quan Chi. You guys remember that? That was the last time we saw him, I think. And then with the religious cult, he actually came back.
I'm just love player. Keep letting other codes back. The hate
Get it now, Denji? She's a devil, and War Devil will be here soon. If you don't get with the program, we're all screwed. You need to trust us. I'll trust you. To be continued. This is by far one of the funniest chapters. He literally just said, I'll believe you. Dude, but he came back. He came back. Oh, Denji. Denji never changes. That reaction was hilarious. I'm sorry. We got to go back. That was hilarious. This whole panel, right? Like, obviously, you know, she's in the frame, you know, whatever. I'm going to show this anyways. Look at Denji's face. You guys see my mouse? Like, look at his face. He looks so geeked. And even, like, earlier, look at this. And then the guy in the background is just screaming, like, Denji, come on, give it the program. And it's just so many angles. He's locked in. Yeah, he's locked in, guys. He's locked in. He's locked in. This is exactly what I'm talking about. All right, then. But even, guys, like with my previous theory, because like my main spearhead previous theory is that Asa and Denji are gonna have to overcome death in some way. That doesn't mean I tried to imply that they would defeat death, because even I knew back then, what type of sense would that make? I mean, even still, they get rid of death, everyone's immortal and whatever. And then with all the foreshadows of like what Yoru wants is something far worse than what anyone else could ever imagine. That was my internal thought. I don't know if I've like, guys, go back in my earlier videos and go back to my discussions. I had to have said it. I had to. And if I didn't, that's on me. But trust me, guys, back then I had those thoughts that her all-time goal, her all-time goal was eternal suffering. So that way war can always continue. Oh my, I called this, guys. I swear. I know it looks like I'm always trying to say that, but guys, I swear. And it's really cool to see that he's back though. Like, and you know, that's really funny. Fujimoto hasn't forgotten about all of his characters, right? But it's like how Fami's just holding her skirt up. He's locked in. That's hilarious. My glorious Denji. He never changes. The goat. Man, that's what I have to say. I mean, so we in that build up, Fujimoto, gosh, I don't like you for that. The parallel to Denji reflecting on his past with the Falling Devil, bonding more with Asa, and then Yoru finally taking on the mantle more of that antagonist role. It's brilliant, man. I like it, man. And not only that, what do we got to do? Team up with Death to stop Yoru? What about Asa? Like, I can't see a reality where both of them live. Like, somebody's got to die, guys. Like, to say that this is going to get a happy ending, I don't know. Like, a lot of you guys in my comment sections were hoping for a happy ending. I think it's going to be very melancholy. I'm going to call it out right now. I think the end of part 2 is going to be very melancholy. Maybe it's going to be bittersweet, or maybe it's going to be horrible. Like, but I think it's going to be very, 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 very melancholy / bittersweet. It's going to be a big sucker punch, but it's also going to pay off well. Just like part 1. Literally, we lost everybody, but Denji stopped, Makima and found out more about himself, and it was a good thing, despite all the bad things she's done. So I think with part 2, it's going to go that same route. If Yor's the final villain, we got to take her out. But what about Asa? Is Denji really going to get that happy ending with her? They've built up so much chemistry. I mean, Fujimoto, you wouldn't dare, right? You wouldn't dare, right? Please don't take them away from each other. Good, you're quick on the uptake. Listen up, Denji. War Devil will be here soon. We've come up with 3 strategies. Chainsaw Man, chapter 212. Really good girl. And that's the plan. Remember, the fate of mankind rests on your shoulders. Okay. Rest up in the nurse's office. We'll wake you when it's time. If I don't do something about Yoru and Asa, I guess a crazy war's gonna break out. I didn't hear a word of the second half. Am I gonna be okay? It's okay to jerk it. In the nurse's office, right? Want some help? What? Don't react. Lie there and listen quietly. Good evening. It's me, Fumiko Mifune. Denji-senpai. Death Devil's using you, For real? Just think about it. What do you think will happen if you defeat the War Devil? Won't that trigger Death Devil wiping out mankind like in the prophecy? Whatever she says, at the end of the day, Death Devil likes death. She's worse than you think, senpai, but she carried me here. She's a good girl. You sure about that? Am I wrong? She killed several of my public safety colleagues. She even killed me multiple times. Huh? But you're alive. Yes, I'm alive. At age 14, I made a contract with the STD Devil. With its power, any human who has sex with Fumiko Mifune becomes Fumiko Mifune in both mind and body. After I made the contract, I did it all over the world. There's a Fumiko Mifune in every country. With all of the chaos lately, my number of selves has steadily fallen, but we're still routinely exchanging information. That's why she survived. That's how she survived the attack, remember, with the aging devil. That's why another version of her died. Makes sense. I didn't know. Like, I'm guessing we were supposed to be confused there, but I don't know if you guys picked up on that. But okay, that makes sense. The SCD Devil, that's very, very interesting. Okay. Wars are breaking out around the globe, even without War Devil's involvement. People are dropping like flies to conflict and disease, even when Death Devil doesn't do anything. The devils don't have to lift a finger. Mankind's slowly marching itself towards its own doom. But if War Devil, or rather you, Denji-senpai, were to eat the Death Devil, then mankind could live on forever. Okay, guys, I gotta pause real quick. I'm gonna flip it back around. They both make really good points, but who's lying? Because really think about that. They both made really good points. I had two stances. My earlier stance, my current stance. Who's right? Who's right? Guys, talk to me. Talk to me. Who's right? Because they both make good points, because death is still happening regardless. All she wants is death. That makes sense. But in that same way, she says that her intentions are for the good of humanity, because if she were to die, and she enjoys humanity too, then war would always perpetually still happen. The suffering, Yoru would get her way. So, or are they both just working together? Because I mean, they're both, like, in a way, in tandem. War equates to death. So, who's right? Who is right, guys? I don't know. And this only adds to the layer of, my goodness, maybe my theories were wrong. I mean, I don't know, guys. I'm out the loop. I'm just as lost as you guys, but I'm kind of locked in here. So what if mankind starts an endless war because of the War Devil? We've already fighting wars non-stop all over the world. Is that how it is? Besides Denji-senpai, why do you think you haven't been turned into a weapon yet? Huh? She should have been able to turn you into a weapon when you were dead earlier. Why didn't she? Because she loves you, obviously. In a world without death, you should definitely be able to secure a happy life with the War Devil. When you do, I'd appreciate it if you'd ask Lady War Devil to also extend her mercy to Fumiko Mifune. Aren't you just using me too? Senpai, I'll give you this photo. It's me nude. I'll be going now. She's a really good girl. To be continued. Wow. Nah, really good girl, I get it. But I don't know who to believe. I don't. I honestly don't. I'm like Denji. I really who do we believe? What is going on? Like, what, who's real, who's not? Maybe I was wrong in my videos two videos ago about Yoru incapable of feeling emotion because of her feelings with being synonymous with Asa living inside her. Maybe Yoru actually did take a liking to Denji. Or, like, is it Chainsaw Man's heart or is it Denji's heart? You know, like, these are layers that's like, guys, look at this. It's back. You guys see it? Look at that. It's getting me again, guys. It's getting me. It's getting me. It's getting me. It's getting me. I can't. Everybody wants Denji. Chainsaw Man's heart or Denji's heart? You know? My goodness. Side with Yoru, destroy the world. Hey, man. It don't gotta be a good ending. As long as we have them together. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Like, man, these chapters are getting deeper and deeper. It's my favorite Chainsaw Man video. It's my favorite Chainsaw Man video so far. Action. It's like, guys, we're reaching that end. Like, I'm not saying it's in 5 more chapters. I'm not saying it's in like 10 more. But we're reaching that end. I don't know how this could go. I like trying to predict Fujimoto is like trying to insert crazy random joke. Like I'm speechless. Denji seems to be in that same position as season 1 where everyone's trying to use him. And he really is just a victim of his own environment, you know? But I won't deny this too, and I feel like a lot of people undermine this too. Denji has changed. He appears very static because of his horny tendencies, but he has changed a lot. He has. he's really matured in a lot of ways too, if you actually read the manga. And I think that's gonna show with the ending. I'm calling it, guy. I'm gonna call it and stay 10 toes down on it. The ending is really gonna show Denji. It's really gonna show. It's gonna show. Go back to this moment. I don't care if I look stupid or not. I swear, like, I'm just curious to see where Denji and Asa are gonna go, together or individually. Who's the enemy? Who's our enemy? Who's the enemies? You know? Chainsaw Man, chapter 213. Roll. Beat the War Devil for me. Bring down the Death Devil, pretty please. I'm a chick magnet. When women throw themselves at me, I'm usually getting tricked. After this, you're going to choose between two options again. Is this what the devil meant? Why are you standing in the rain? I'm going to see the school. What's with that? I was able to enroll thanks to you, actually. Given your age, there was a possibility you'd start high school. Public Safety hired me to enroll here so I could guard you at school. I was reluctant, but in retrospect, I was assigned to a pretty good role. Huh? Are you to ask me for a favor too? Huh? Everybody's hitting me up for favors today. FYI, flashing me your undies or a nude won't work in your case. Favor. Huh? I brought a pizza and drinks. Eat with me. You're good. Aren't you gonna eat? I like to watch people eat. Yeah, some guys are like that. Remember that time we got hassled by delinquents after school and he transformed into Chainsaw Man? I want to give him a good scare by cutting off an arm or two. That was a tough one. I saved the day by punching them all out. Hanging out with you is hard work, but those memories all make me laugh. Yoshida, did you come here just to feed me? I came here to say goodbye. We won't meet again. Thanks, Denji. I had tons of fun with you at school. Oh, sure. No. No! I don't like this panel. No! I don't like this. He's gonna die. He's gonna get shot or something. He's just gonna get erased. I can't. He does this all the time. Fuchimoto, please! No! Don't do this! Think about this! My goat! No! Please! No! No! He's dead. Yeah, he's dead. He's dead. There's no shot. Yeah, he's dead. He's dead. Oh my god. I can't. My heart's pounding. You guys hear it? Guys, I'm so scared, bro. I can't. He's dead. I don't want to flip. Guys, please don't make me flip. Don't make me. Please. I can't do this. He's gonna die. He's gonna die. No. Thanks for all the food. Sorry. My role is to be a switch. To be continued. Yeah. Yeah, he's gone. Yeah, he's gone. He's gone, man. Damn. I think Yoshida was being genuine there. Yeah, yeah, man, look at that. Yeah, he was being genuine there. Damn it, man! Ah! Damn. Rest in peace to my goat, man. That's all I gotta say. Rest in peace to my goat. It's so tragic. Like, these characters, like, I always got this vibe, guys, from Chainsaw Man, specifically Tatsuki Fujimoto, specifically this mangaka. Every character feels so like nobody's safe, man. Like, literally nobody, especially in this cruel world. Like, Chainsaw Man is a very gritty and dark world, like super dark, way more darker than what people give credit for. And like, his last face, man, that's stuck in my brain, dude. Like that is horrible. Like, the discussion is gonna be really long, and I owe you guys. So, and I told you guys we'd catch up. I promise you guys. And I took a long breaks from Chainsaw Man. Damn, I don't even want to continue. But parts of me does at the same time. Alright. Alright, guys. You guys ready? Chainsaw Man chapter 215. Boof Creek Door. Hirofumi Yoshida. We both sure drew the short straw. Whoa. Yeah, he's done. I mean, I don't know what he expected. He's done. Like, he's dead. Like, he's actually, yeah, he's gone. Yeah, he's gone. Yeah, he's gone. Hey, wait, that hurts. That hurts. God, you stupid. Kill me before you eat me. Thank goodness Chainsaw Man didn't kill us. It seems he understands how dangerous this incoming devil is. Oh my gosh, who is that? It's YORU. Watch it be YORU. There's no way they're gonna fight. They both got massively powered up. Guys, I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna get so loud. I'm going to get so loud if it's YORU. Declaration of war, it's YORU. Oh my gosh. They're in the door realm. We haven't seen this since part 1! Oh my gosh. We haven't seen this since part 1! Oh my god, they're about to fight! Oh my god! She mimicked the first panel! I'm getting my book, I'm getting my book. It's time, guys. The strongest devil in history versus the strongest devil of today. You guys ready? You guys ready? I can't. I grabbed my book and everything for this. Chainsaw Man chapter 215. Declaration of War. This is quite the grand welcome. Death Devil, Famine Devil, and Chainsaw Man. Do you all need something from me? If you have something to say, then say it. Agree to my condition, and you can turn us into weapons. I'll go home to hell and spend the rest of your life there. That's the condition. You really think I'd agree to that? If I use my power, you'll die instantly. But you can't control its strength, right? Won't those friends you went to karaoke with die too? I have your friends. Your power is unfair. Use it and my comrades will kill your friends. Death, famine, I'm not interested in you two. I'm here to see Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man. Let's wage war. We're tied 1-1. This battle will prove which of us is stronger once and for all. If you win, this world is yours. If I win, I'll claim both of you and you. Do you accept? That's fine. I don't need a response. Oh my gosh! Oh my god! I'm about to get so lit! I'm about to get so lit! I'm about to. Ooh! Come on! Show me one of the greatest fights in Chainsaw Man right now. Show me one of the greatest Chainsaw Man fights right now. Show me. Is love war? Is that what it is, guys? Is that what it takes? Is love war? Is that the themes of part 2? Is love war?
Had to say the talk. Try to trim my diamonds so they smoking in the tone. About what you saying, just shut up and let me know. Riding in the beat, let's tell the truth.
Hey, Pochita. What are you doing? I'll have to go over there. How come? Because I've been chasing that for so long. To be continued. Here we go. We're back here. We're back here. Oh my gosh. Again, it came back again, guys. Look at that. It came back again. We're back here. Guys, I'm actually freaking out, man. Like I'm actually freaking out. Oh my gosh, we're back here. Guys, it got worse. Look at this. Like, oh my gosh. So again, first off, love is war, right? We're here. But then also two, what does that mean? I've been chasing that. What are you chasing? Yearning for something. If Denji's was the door from season 1, that ignorance is bliss, what is this hallway dimmed with light? This alleyway? Guys, Fujimoto, man, he's a genius. I really don't know. I'm scared, dude. I'm actually terrified. Like, Chainsaw Man chapter 216, Yearning. Chasing what? Hey. Hey. That took about 4 or 5 human lives. I'm in a contract with the governor of California. In exchange for me not attacking California, the citizens of California will shoulder the burden of my deaths. California has a population of 32 million. How many more times are you going to kill me, Chainsaw Man? To me, Accident Devil, Chainsaw Whip. Wait. Hey, wait, Mom! To be continued. Hold up, first off, Asa's mom is kinda... But wait, let's not talk about that. Wow. California, of all people. It was really interesting, guys. I'm gonna calm down real quick. I'm gonna talk a little bit, then I'll surprise you guys. But... the thing that interests me the most about this fight, at least so far reading, like I'm not gonna get too loud, guys. I know I've been trying to not get too hype, but it's how evenly matched they are. Like Denji to me seems still slightly superior to Yoru in a way, like physical abilities, but destructive capabilities are both very similar. And even Yoru's speed is still very impressive too. Like this is one of the first times I'm seeing Denji like, or Pochita, but Denji in a way get overpowered, like in Pochita form, you know. And in a way I felt like there was no other character aside from Death that would push Denji this far other than Yoru. Like I feel like this makes the most sense. And she was always chasing her mother, right? I'm going to go back to it real quick. I'm going to scroll down. Usually, again, I don't do this, but I'm going to scroll down and I'll flip my screen around real quick. But as you can see, like, wait, hey, Mom, Mom. And her mom's just here and she almost looks disappointed. I wonder what that means, Like... I'm gonna flip it back around as we, actually, I'll talk for this. It makes me more curious as to, like, what Fujimoto's intentions were writing Asa in the beginning, and if it's still consistent the way that it is now. I feel like Asa as a character, to me, guys, and it might seem crazy to a lot of Chainsaw Man fans, she interested me more than Denji in the beginning of Part 2. And I think as Part 2 progressed, I wanted to know more about her. I wanted to know more about the dream. I wanted to know more about the alleyway. I wanted to know more about her character. I wanted to know more about her relationship with Yoru. Is it going to get better? Is it going to get worse? Obviously, it's gotten worse. I called that. But what is this? The biggest thing, in my opinion, that is obviously tied to her character, how she is, like all of my questions here, is the alleyway. And just as much as it was important to Denji in the door, what does this mean? You know, like, what does it signify? Because this alone can already give us the biggest layup or sort of understanding as to what part 2 is about. I mean, part 2 to me, guys, so far from what I'm getting, I'm gonna flip the screen around real quick when I say this. I think part 2 is something that's gonna be the title of my video. Something I'm gonna say when we finish. That's right, guys. This was the last chapter. But there's another one actually that just dropped. So guess what, guys? 17 chapter special. That's right, guys. We're gonna be fully caught up now. So go and hit that like button. It's gonna take a while to come out, but here we go, guys. That's right. I know. I'm goated, guys. I know. All right. Y'all can chill on the clapping. I get it. Hey, chill. All right. I get it. Let's go watch the video. Let's go and read the last chapter. Give our final thoughts and talk for a while. I think the discussion is gonna be so long. I'm gonna cut it into multiple parts. It's gonna be recorded over days, so we'll see how we do that. Chainsaw Man, chapter 217, Two Good People. Mom? We were at a riverbank as a family one Sunday when a devil burst out of the river and attacked us. It must have been a weak one, because Mom managed to kill it with a rock. But my dad lost his leg protecting me. Asa, I'll put pressure on his leg. You go and call devil hunters. Asa. I wonder why I'd forgotten this. Until now. Mom? Did she kill the dad? Or did the dad... That's a blunt force to the rock. Did she kill the dad? You noticed that I killed dad, didn't you? But listen, if he had only lost a leg, the insurance payout would have been puny. But it was bad enough that he wasn't working. Life would only get harder. But he had been killed by a devil. We got a big payout, and you can even go to high school. Besides, he was cheating on me. I don't know whether my mom was a bad person or not, but it was true that my life had gotten better after my dad's death. Because he was always drunk, and sometimes he had gotten violent. That day, when I'd ran through the alleys to call the devil hunters, I tripped and I fell on purpose. I thought if I took too long to call for help, maybe my dad wouldn't survive. Do you think I'm a bad person? I killed my dad and made it look like a suicide, but I'm a good person. Alright guys, welcome. I hit my mic too. Welcome guys, what's going on? It's your boy All-Time. Quick intro before I roll the actual intro. This will be the introductory intro. I don't know if that makes any sense at all. But the point of what I'm saying, guys, is that I procrastinated a lot on making this video. And so even within doing that, I had a lot of stuff behind the scenes and other things I was working on as well. So I apologize for all you guys, for all my Chainsaw Man fans here. And some other cool news. Yesterday, I actually bought Volume 19. Look at it, guys. Volume 19 of Chainsaw Man. I believe this is the most you can buy, well, obviously in English. And then Volume 20, 21, 22 is still coming out. But yeah, I bought this on my Barnes & Noble. Look at that. It has Fumiko. on the front, so I think that's really cool. But the discussion is going to be really primarily me talking, future all time, and now I'm going to finally take over. Although past all time was the bulk of the video, future all time, what's going on, guys, is going to be the guy, me, your boy, taking over to primarily give my thoughts and discussions after having a lot of time to sit on and or think about a lot of the things that we have been witnessing, a lot of the things that we have been reading. And again, I'm probably going to put this in the intro just to preface this. I'm almost going to treat this like a movie because we're not going to be reading no 5 or 2 chapters. I believe we might be reading upwards from 16 to 20. I'm still trying to figure out how much I'm going to read, but I want to completely catch up. And I already have a title for this video, and I can't wait for you guys to watch this, whether you guys are in the premiere or not. I want this to be the comeback to show you guys, and I'm obviously still thinking about this along with a myriad of other series. I've just been making a lot of Blue Lock and also doing some other things behind the scenes too, so be on the lookout for that. But I just really wanted to showcase my Fumiko Volume 19 of Chainsaw Man. I mean, my Chainsaw Man shelf is up there, guys. You guys can see it along with my Fire Punch look back. I believe that's Goodbye Eri in 1721 by Tatsuki Fujimoto. So definitely gonna do that manga showcase soon. But yeah, this is going to be the intro. I'm going to have a lot more to talk about. We're going to read a lot more in this too and really break it down and talk about it. So I want to be here with you guys when I do so. But without further ado, this is going to be the intro. So past all time, go and take over. And then for future all time me, I'll see you guys in the next chapter. And I have a lot to say. I do have a lot to talk about now. So let's continue. But the point of what I'm saying, guys, is that I procrastinated a lot on making this video. And so even within doing that, a lot of stuff behind the scenes and other things I was working on as well. So I apologize for all you guys, for all my Chainsaw Man fans here. And some other cool news. Yesterday, I actually bought Volume 19. Look at it, guys. Volume 19 of Chainsaw Man. I believe this is the most you can buy, well, obviously in English, and then Volume 20, 21, 22 is still coming out. And again, I'm probably going to put this in the intro, just to preface this. I'm almost going to treat this like a movie, because we're not going to be reading no 5 or 2 chapters. I believe we might be reading upwards from 16 to 20. I'm still trying to figure out how much I'm going to read, but I want to completely catch up. And I already have a title for this video, and I can't wait for you guys to watch this, whether you guys are in the premiere or not. And hold it, before we continue, something I want to talk about, something I really want to say is the parallels and dynamics that Denji and Asa really have. I was talking about it, I believe, all over the video, really in the middle, if not towards currently with where I'm at right now. I believe right now we are on chapter 218, Eat Me. So we haven't read that, but we're going to be reading it next. But the parallels between Denji and Asa, I mean, again, something that I wasn't really that vocal about, again, something I will talk about in the discussion, is when Yoru realized nuclear weapons and stuff, it's what she wanted in the beginning of part 2. Something that's interesting, something I've been busy about, but I'll be more open and more upfront with you guys about it now. Just the other day, I was actually reading the Chainsaw Man manga with my girlfriend, and as we were reading, we eventually got to part 2. And giving these, you can see the Yoru volume up there, giving volume 12 another reread, it really shines light on all the stuff that's happening right now, the foreshadowing. I mean, it really is brilliant. And again, I see a way a lot of people are judging Fujimoto in terms of part 2, and some of it is pretty negatively. And to that, I really want to say, guys, this is, again, I'm not trying to be as emotional as I was in my Blue Lock rants, but it's like, you guys got to understand, with this being a weekly manga and having more content to talk about via each weekly for the people who are caught up completely, all of Fujimoto's works in terms of the way he structures it is almost, again, like a movie. Tatsuki Fujimoto, he's a movie maniac. We all know this about him. And something that I can greatly appreciate and admire is how each and every single chapter sort of impacts one another upon a read and a reread. I mean, again, it seems like something seamlessly happening all at once. It looks chaotic, it looks crazy, but after rereading some of it, and even now reading it with you guys and really dissecting it, I'm able to understand and see a lot of things I didn't really see. And this is, again, going to be talked about more in the discussion, so be prepared. But I just wanted to leave this in here after the whole Asa flashback. Her alleyway, something that Denji always had too. The chicken, something that I said was going to be very important. If you guys go back to my first Chainsaw Man video, for part 2, you know, the Academy Saga. I had talked about how that could be repressed memories or trauma or something about her, and I think I feel like all of it now is coming full circle, and it's only going to come full circle with these next upcoming chapters, I bet. I mean, love is war right now. It's happening right before our eyes, and everything that's happening now was talked about, that was foreshadowed, was hinted at. So everything's unfolding the way that it was always meant to be, right? But we're gonna read chapter 218 until we possibly catch up, and I really just want to keep talking about this and keep reacting to this with you guys. And with these last chapters, I want to see what they're on about now. I mean, again, I love that last chapter. That was probably my favorite chapter this entire video, if not 217. It's my favorite one. But let's continue. Chainsaw Man, chapter 218, Eat Me. Denji, I'll return to Yoru and create an opening. You'll only have an instant. Use it and eat me. Say what? It's the only way to beat her. Understand? I don't understand. I don't want to kill you, Asa. I'm as good as dead already. No, we're not doing it. No. Asa, you ain't going so soon. No, after everything I told you guys. No, we can't. There has to be another way. I really believe that Yoru and I have become friends. When she thought evil things, I thought I could talk her into being good. But at this point, she's never going to give my body back. Besides, if the Death Devil takes over the world, I guess all humans will die and the world will belong to devils from now on. But I'm sure you'd be okay, Denji. You can come back to life. Plus, you have a devil-like face. You blend right in. But what about you, Asa? I don't care what happens to me anymore. I've accepted it. But even if it all worked out somehow, and I could go back to a normal life, I wouldn't be able to sleep anymore. I've done a ton of things that make me want to scream when I remember them. I killed a bunch of people, and now I have to remember how my dad died. I can never forgive myself. But I don't want my life to end while I'm tripping and falling. I want to go out doing the right thing. You saved me, so I don't want to die. So please, eat me, okay? Oh my goodness. And again, this is something I'm going to be so vocal about, guys, in the discussion. With this part, you know, I'm staring at this panel as I'm talking to you guys. With this part being so much about grief, with this part being so much about trauma, about guilt, you know, about the weight of one's sin, whether that's guilt or pleasure. You know, it's the battle of a normal life, the battle that Denji and Asa are having within themselves, but also for each other, you know. It's, man, this is hard. I mean, because she has a good point. You know, I'm not going to go back too much with the panels here, but even if she accepts it and goes back to this normal life, she wouldn't be able to live knowing of all the guilt and sin she's committed. And it's interesting because a lot of the people who've had takes on Denji saying he hasn't grown, he's grown a lot. You know, if you actually read the manga in part 2, he's grown a lot, especially in this video, right? Feeling the weight of his sins. And even with my 2 previous Chainsaw Man videos, he talks a lot about it, you know, and it's this desperate yearn for a normal life that that Denji made that contract with POCHITA, was fighting for, and fighting for the truth, that being part 1. And then with part 2, it's having that normal life, but not really, because then it conflicts with how they are, you know. Man, stay out of this, weakling. You're sullying my holy war. You're the weakling. Wake up, Chainsaw Man. Bang. No. She's fine. She's fine. There's no way. She's fine. She's fine. That's not going to kill her, though. There's no way that's going to kill her. Oh my goodness. That's not going to kill her. That's not going to kill her. There's no way. Oh my god, though. Oh, he snuck him. Or he snuck Yoru. No. She's fine, guys. She's fine. She's fine. She's fine. No. No way. Oh my gosh, no way. Lil D. Gully. Mincer. Oh my god, there's a widespread. No. Oh no. No. I don't know what's gonna happen. I remember Gully from the Prison Break. No. There's no way. She's fine, guys. She's fine. But I just. Oh my gosh. Earlier I had said, oh my gosh, it's so hard to decide between Denji, you know, during the you remember he was in the school nurse's office, and I was like, oh, you know, it's hard to take a side. It's not even a matter of it being a hard decision to make. Now, eat her, Chainsaw Man. To be continued. Oh my god. And I'm looking at the next cover art. Oh my gosh! He chose the other side! Oh, he chose Yoru. Oh! Oh my gosh. Dude, guys. Alright, let me calm down. Let me calm down. Oh my gosh! He made his decision. Wow. Yoru and POCHITA, really Denji, would team up to beat Death. I did say that, right? I did call it, guys, right? Right? But in a different way. Obviously, this is a way more different context. But I called this over almost, oh my goodness, like hundreds of chapters ago. But defeats Death and the world is consumed with devils, or the case it may be. But my theory is, or like my question is to you, my question now, I don't know if you guys can say this without spoiling, would eliminating Death, again, we know that no other creature could die, would that stop the cycle of death and rebirth for devils? Wouldn't that like break the cycle in a way? But killing Yoru and then letting Death live, that would also then let Nostradamus' future or premise come into fruition. I know she said she broke it, but would Death always arrive? I mean, that's essentially, it's almost like, again, what I said earlier in the video, like, okay, who to trust, who's lying. It's not really who's lying. They're both telling the truth, right? That was something I said earlier. I just didn't emphasize that because I wasn't thinking that much about it. But thinking more on it now, Denji, along with POCHITA, chose his side. Denji chose to follow his heart, to spare Yoru and Asa, to sacrifice her for the world. That being to kill, he one-shotted Fami and Death. And what's even more crazy is that before this, Death could have ended everything right there. But it was for the sake of the world that Death didn't do that. Because, Death had friends and stuff like that within the world, so Death spared everyone, right? But with this happening, they're still going to fight, correct? Like, this only makes things better, but worse. And I wonder. Wow, man, that's crazy. Denji did this for Asa. He did it for her, man. Think about that, guys. Yoru is still the main antagonist in this, but he still did this for her. I wonder how Yoru really feels about this. Like, truly. Because I was never really convinced that, okay, Yoru's falling for POCHITA or falling for Chainsaw Man. I truly think Yoru, again, just loves the war, endless war. It's what Death said. But he one-shotted the Blade guy, Fami, and Death. Wow, man. So it's like, oh my goodness, man. Wow. I have, guys, I like actual goosebumps. Like, that's, I'm looking at the next chapter. I don't know what else is going to happen. We have to keep going, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Chainsaw Man, chapter 219, The Bereft. Bang. What did you do that for? Don't look at me. It's not like I'm controlling POCHITA. Oh, it's all over. I can't stop Yoru anymore. I can't save you anymore, Denji. So it was POCHITA. POCHITA is Denji's heart now, has always been Denji's heart, and POCHITA has always followed Denji because POCHITA is Denji's heart. And Denji doesn't want to lose Asa. Wow, that's it. That is it, guys. Because love is war. Some smart-sounding devil told me not to screw up my next choice. A bunch of folks tried to seduce and persuade me into choosing one way or other, but I figured it all just now. This is a message from POCHITA to me. Our dream is to lead a normal life. I'm supposed to choose between Yoru's world and Little D's, but we wouldn't be able to lead a normal life in either one. That's what POCHITA's trying to tell me. He's saying, let's make our own world. I'll invite you to our world too, Asa. We're fellow parent killers after all. This is the panel. This is it! This is it. Oh my gosh. This is it. Join us in the world. This is what I'm saying. Guys, I have theorized this so many times. That oh my gosh, I'm about to flash the comment right here. I have said in a post commenting, right, that the life in which Denji and or Asa yearned for was a normal one, something that was unattainable, not only because of the characteristics of themselves, like it's like a conflicting thing. Because remember, guys, you have to realize in the beginning of part 2, Denji wanted a normal life, and in a way he attained it, but the thing that was countering that dream was himself. The idea that he still wanted to be Chainsaw Man. He still wanted the attention. He still yearned for it. And in that same way, Asa actually adorned the attention, right? And she didn't really want a normal life. I mean, she wanted one. In a way, no. In a way, she did. But it was the same as Denji. So I said that wrong. But you guys understand what I'm saying. She wanted it just as much as Denji, but it was their characteristics that was conflicting. And I had said in that TikTok post that the life that the normal life they're trying to attain is impossible. It is an ever-arching, ever so journeying type of goal. So in the pursuit of doing that, they can continue to try to live with each other. I have said this before I even read this, and the fact that I'm reading this, I called it. Oh my god, guys, I called it. And what's interesting is that the decision that I was so like hell-bent about way before I made that comment during this recording, because this recording is old, you know, not this one, but you guys know within this ginormous movie that I've made, the decision that the Hell Devil told Denji was the world between Yoru's world and Little D's, and he chose Yoru's. Wow, that is... I can't, man. Asa, join us. Please, please, fight for it. Like... Denji has fought for Asa so many times, and Asa has fought for Denji so many times. You guys remember the parallel in the Falling arcs? You know? Oh my goodness. I think it was... Oh my goodness. It was in this video too. I can't, dude. Asa, please. Come on. Join us. Join us. I've been waiting for this since the very first chapter of the Academy Saga. I've been waiting for this, guys. I've been waiting for this. I want that, but I can't, because half of me is a dangerous devil. I'm half dangerous devil too, remember? If your devil's gonna get in our way, then me and Pochita will murderize her for ya. Chainsaw Man, you fool, you halfwit. Kill more discriminately, will you? If you kill Death Devil, her powers will activate. Thanks for the save, Yoru. I didn't do it for you. Thanks, anyways. I'd rather not die. Why not? Because I'm excited for the school festival. I saved your life. That means you belong to me now. Death is your domain. Enjoy life you made weak. There is no way you could ever befriend humans. You've disgraced us sisters because I can't have you dying yet. Be my living weapon until it's time for your next role. There's no way she'll turn death into a weapon. No way. If she turns death into a weapon, oh my god, Pochita's gonna be in trouble. You're gonna be in trouble. No way. No! No! No way! Death sword. What? Wait, time out. He ate her. He ate her! Oh! Oh! No! 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 It's too soon for that. Don't swallow her, Chainsaw Man. If death gets erased, how will we prove which one of us is stronger? How dare you eat my older sister, Chainsaw Man? To be continued. Oh my god, he ate death. He did it. They're defying Yoru. Oh my gosh, they're defying Yoru. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about, guys. Everything from what I've theorized from like the beginning of part 2 is exactly what's happening. Like every single little thing that I have felt and theorized, like go back, guys. I have talked about this so many times. The only thing that I didn't really say specifically on the channel, but something that I did feel and was vocal a little bit on TikTok, was that that Yoru, more specifically Asa and Denji, would team up to defeat and or fight, really, the big bad. That being the end-all be-all Yoru, or the end-all be-all death. And in a way, that was the ultimate ultimatum. The ultimate ultimatum of choosing whether to fight against death or Yoru. And in a way, Denji, or Pochita, his actual heart, chose Yoru. Chose the ultimate end-all be-all antagonist, which was always the end-all be-all antagonist. Death was never really the end-all be-all antagonist. And I like that sort of way of Yoru trying to diminish and or demean Death, older sister, and turn her into a weapon, but Pochita stopped it just in time. Now they'll never prove who's stronger. Like, now with them fighting now beyond this point, they'll never really die. They won't die. You know? Oh my goodness, we have one more. 1 to 2 more. I think it's one more though. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Yeah, we have one more, and again, it ends with the middle of Yoru the War Devil and Pochita Denji the Chainsaw Man, you know, and I'm going to again save a lot of what I'm thinking for the end, but all of what I'm saying and all of what I've been feeling is something that's now being brought into fruition. Something that I feel like a lot of people I had thought would foresee, you know. This is crazy. And from the title, I don't like the sound of this. I really don't. This looks horrible, but honestly, it's Chainsaw Man, guys. It's part 2 time. Let's continue, and let's end it. Chainsaw Man, chapter 220, Bonds in Michigan. There, bang. To me, Moray, Eel Devil. I was a fan of that one. It doesn't matter what she does. He's destroying everything widespread here. It's like in this endless world that Denji had just said, he'll murderize her every time, no matter what. She'll have no choice but to, oh my goodness. It's like, what does this widespread say? I mean, this is exactly what I predicted. This is exactly what I wanted to. There's no way. Let's, oh my gosh. Chainsaw Man, before you I always stood alone. I've changed. Since coming here, I've learned to depend on others. I saw the human stupidity and devil's sublimity. I've discovered the magnificence of friends and family. Come, my king. Teach Chainsaw Man those lessons too. I don't have to be Chainsaw Man by myself, for I am the War Devil. And war can only be waged depending on countries and comrades. Get it, Chainsaw Man? This is what you lack. This is the power of bonds.
I give a fuck what you got, what you had. I can see in that client, I'm here by the crab.
Oh, widespread. She's about to do something crazy. There's no way. I was about to say I have a theory. It's called Michigan. There's no way. No, stop. It's gonna, no. But even still, you're saying you lack bonds. It doesn't matter what she throws at him, though. As long as Pochita's in the game, throw everything you got. Throw your super move. Do it. There's no way she's gonna throw Michigan at him. I'm already thinking about this. There's no way she's doing this. Anything for this normal life. Anything for the world that we can create.
Rested inside of the bed. I seen that kid go out broke some sad. I give a fuck what you got, what you had. I can see in that client, I'm here by the crab. We can straight to the top. Why they gon' give me some pop? I told the kid going on stop. I put your perk in and walk. I know you sick, big drop. With a purse that ain't never a drop. I'm a little addicted to hits. Y'all just addicted to clout. I made it out of my house. She did it on my own house. They wanna understand what I'm saying, but I told him to listen and figure it out. We all been doing this shit for a while. I don't know, man, do whatever I got. I know I be chillin' with God. I been wait like they live on a yacht.
Michigan Sword, Chainsaw Man vs. War Devil. As documented by Fumiko Mifune, the state of Michigan collapses at 11:23 a.m. To be continued. Everyone in Michigan, that's crazy. That I can't believe it. Are you serious? This is the extent. This is what I've always said, though. She was always gonna be this crazy. You're gonna end it like this? No, it's in the middle. No. No! No! Oh my god, that was so good. It was amazing. Guys, that was amazing. It was actually amazing. Oh my gosh. That was amazing. That was actually amazing. Let's stop. We're done. We're done. Big cliffhanger, right? Big cliffhanger. But something, right? The main thing that I want to talk about in this discussion, and I want to bring this up first. This is the main thing I want to bring up, and this is going to be the only chapter I bring up in this video that I'm going to break down, and that is Chainsaw Man chapter 219, the Bifret, right? And there's a reason why I want to bring this up, so lock in, guys, right here. Chainsaw Man chapter 219, the Bifret, right? I wanted to go over this chapter more specifically because out of all the ones, I do believe this is my favorite one in the video, if not the last one. But I think chapter 219 is my favorite, right? And this is where Denji makes his decision, right? Something that was, again, foreshadowed and talked about earlier within the videos. And it was whether or not to take out Yoru or the Death Devil, and he made his decision. And I think coming down here scrolling when Asa gets mad in their little like mental domain realm where they can actually speak to one another, he says, I'm not the one controlling POCHITA, so it's not him. But in a way, he is. And the reason why I think this is so important is because down here, a bunch of folks try to seduce me and persuade me into choosing one way or the other. But I finally figured it all just now. Figured it out all just now. My goodness, guys. Some smart-sounding devil told me not to screw up my next choice. This is my message from POCHITA to me. The reason why this is so important is because, one, a lot of people seem to misunderstand Denji. Again, thinking that he hasn't grown, when really, this is one of the most mature things he's ever done in the entire series. He's not only risking his life for somebody else, right? Someone that he's grown to love and really fundamentally understand, but also, two, it's what he had just said. A bunch of folks tried to seduce and persuade him, something that in part one he always failed for. But in this part, he didn't fail to do that. He made the decision himself. Through his heart, something that he wants, right? In a way, it's like, oh yeah, it's what POCHITA wants, guys. It's what he wants, because POCHITA is his heart. Right, I'm gonna flip it back around here. Our dream, right, is to live a normal life. I'm supposed to choose between Yoru's world and Little D's, but we wouldn't be able to lead a normal life in either one. He said we, by the way, not I. We won't be able to live a normal life. And the reason why this is so important is because, again, part 2 is a duo story, a tandem story between the protagonists of not Yoru, but Asa and Denji. Yoru and POCHITA, right? But obviously, it's Asa and Denji. Scrolling back down here, that's why POCHITA's trying to tell me, he's saying, let's make our own world. His heart is saying that. I'll invite you into our world. We're fellow parent killers after all. And he's still motivating her to continue to live with him. Scrolling down here, but she doesn't want that because half of me is dangerous. And he's like, well, I'm half dangerous too. Remember? If your devil's going to get in our way, then me and POCHITA will murderize her for you. Scrolling back down again into their fight. The reason why this is so important, and this is something I really want to talk about, making this one of the more longest Chainsaw Man discussions I've always had, is because I want to talk about, guys, the overall themes of part 2. The themes that I had talked about earlier when I flicked on this camera was, again, grief, you know, the ideals of sins, Denji trying to live this quote-unquote normal life. That is essentially the beginning, if not the, like what we're sort of given in the, in the beginning, right, of part 2. Denji trying to live this normal life. But obviously, aside from it conflicting with his inner natures, he ends up growing through that, though. Growing through his confliction between himself, but then also what he's already given, right? In the beginning, he had 𝐸𝐴𝐴, he had the dogs, he had a home. That's all he could have had for the rest of his life, but he chose not to. And I find that interesting because I feel like that also ties into part 1's themes about the whole ignorance is bliss thing, right? And the idea that Denji could have stayed that life, but his contract with Pochita wouldn't have been fulfilled then, because although it being normal, he still yearned for something more. Not just the attention he wanted, but also the love. The love, which I think was very, very not really talked about within the community. And I believe now, and really, or not just now, but all of part 2, and especially again now, it's being found. It's constantly being yearned for and searched for. It's not something that one must live. And I feel like that's what part 2 is about, guys. Part 2 isn't just trying to obtain the normal life, but constantly searching for it, constantly trying to reach out for it. And notice again Denji's wording here in the memory realm, or like, you know, in the hallway realm with Asa. It's not me trying to have this normal life, it's we trying to have this. And the reason why this is so important is because for the first couple of chapters of Chainsaw Man, Denji wasn't even in it, okay? So that's how I know this is more of a duo story, not just a love story, sure, it's a duo story. And this heavily is, in my opinion, I'm gonna go pull it off the shelf right here, right now, guys. Just wait. Alright, guys, I'm here, right? It's just my favorite teddy bear. It has nothing to do with this. But anyways, I'm gonna keep him in my lap right here, guys. Right? But listen, matter of fact, I'm gonna put him right here. So basically, nah, he's gonna fall. You see his little head here, right? But basically, I wanted to talk about something that I've read for the channel. It's one of the more bigger series, you know, that I have, you know, recorded a long time ago. Was 𝐡𝐤𝐝, right? Part 8 of JoJo's. You know, this is the Japanese manga, so obviously none of this is in English. But the reason why I bring this up is because a lot of people, especially JoJo fans who do and or don't read their series, really don't like and or criticize heavily Part 8. You know, they hate on it a lot because it's very different. The reason why I bring up Josuke and Yasuo, and again, for all my Chainsaw Man fans here who might not be JoJo fans, you don't need to understand what I'm talking about here, but I think when you read Part 8, you know, it's you know, you guys can read it online. You guys understand what I'm talking about. Is because Denji and Asa, my bad. Denji and Asa, they mirror Josuke and I believe Yasuo for a lot of things, right? More specifically, I should have done this here, but Denji and Asa right here, they're so similar because of the fact that the way Fujimoto structures Part 2 is that it's not supposed to be Part 1. You know, I've noticed a lot of people within the Part 1 community, and I'm about to get really toxic here and really angry. I'm going to try to be positive here, but really emotional. I'm sorry if I'm going to be. But it really pisses me off and it frustrates me that a lot of people hate on Part 2 as if, one, it's still ongoing, but also two, they try to apply Part 1 things to Part 2 as if they're anywhere near remotely the same. They're not. It's like the whole, you guys can see it on my shelf back there, right? For all the Steel Ball Run fans, they try to apply Steel Ball Run logic to 𝐡𝐤𝐝 as if they're the same story when they're not. Okay? Something that I do not like to see is a lot of people misunderstand and or hate on Part 2 as if, in my opinion, Part 2 is better than Part 1. That's right. I said it, guys. And I've always felt that way. For a myriad of reasons, right? But I don't want to get too, you know, emotional here and stray away from the main point of this video. But aside from, you know, that, I know earlier I actually recorded it on my phone so that way I wouldn't forget, but Yoshida's conclusion, right? Rest in peace to the GOAT, to the boy. One of the more interesting things about him dying and Barum sort of in a way killing him was him saying, "I am the switch." The idea that Yoshida sacrificed himself to trigger Pochita's awakening because of how close they were. This is why they ate too. That was so brilliant. And I remember seeing a comment about somebody saying that it was so abrupt, and this is why I'm not attached to any of the characters, and every death feels so meaningless. If you read it, Okay, not just week by week, but if you read it all in one seamless sequence, right, from the beginning of part 2 up until now, everything makes sense. And if anything, I felt very attached to every single character, even Barham. And I didn't like the guy. I don't like him. I don't. But he played his role, right? And it's the same with Fami and the Death Devil, right? And I just feel like part 8 of JoJo's and part 2, the Academy Saga of Chainsaw Man, have a lot of similarities, right? They have a lot of similarities in the fan bases because of how many people hate on part 8 and hate on Chainsaw Man part 2. It is ridiculous. And it's because a lot of people just don't understand that these series, right, or these 2 parts are duo stories. They're not meant to be a protagonist heavy like story. It's 2 people, right? 2 people working together to defeat the big bad, okay? Right? 2 people. I don't want to spoil part 8. I guess 2 people working together to defeat the big bad of part 8, right? It's the same premise. It's the same premise, right? And I think it all ties into, guys, what I was saying in the beginning when I started this little recording thing, is that love is war. The idea that love isn't so easy. The idea of living a normal life isn't so easy. If anything, sometimes, if not most of the time, it's never possible. It's never possible to obtain. The idea of Denji growing, feeling guilt for what he's done, the idea of him being persuaded or manipulated by Fumiko and the sword guy and all these other outside characters who are on opposite sides, but he chooses to follow his heart, to not be manipulated by these people, something that he has grown to, you know. And there's so many times within the manga where he was manipulated by Yoru, where he was manipulated by Fumiko, where he was manipulated by Yoshida, where he was manipulated by the sword guy, where he was manipulated by Barham, the Chainsaw Man cult, all of these things in part 2, and yet he still chooses to follow his heart. And again, it's the same premise with Asa being manipulated by Yoru, you know. And it's like, man, like, this part concluding is only going to aid into something that I've always felt for a long time. It's not just that I think part 2 is better in my opinion, right? But it's the idea that this sort of normal life that Denji and Asa have always been chasing after is something that's something they can always keep chasing, something that they can always try desperately to reach out for, and they don't have to really truly obtain it. And this really in a way goes for our lives, right? I'm going to call back part 1 for one thing, and then we'll call back part 2 for one thing as well. Part 1 was about the whole ignorance is bliss. Is it cool to be the country mouse, or is it cool to be the town mouse? Is it cool to live in luxury knowing you'll die but you'll face the truth of reality, or the country mouse where you'll live a good life away from all the high risk food with everywhere, but life will always, and the reality and the truth of the things will always reach you, you know? And aside from the city mouse philosophy being the more correct one within Chainsaw Man, yeah, it's the whole premise of ignorance is bliss. The idea that, is it okay to live in ignorance or to face the truth no matter how harsh it actually is? Denji ends up facing the truth, besting Makima because she never saw him for who he was, and he wins, and he obtains his normal life. Part 2, in a way, is Denji having this normal life, but aside from him fighting against himself, it's the idea that his contract with Pochita isn't really resolved. It's not really resolved. And I think the reason for that is because he still yearns for one thing, and that is love, guys. Love. You know, and Asa being the pilot to that, and also with us being introduced to Asa way back in Volume 12, she is being built up into this caricature that's just like Part 1 Denji, if not Part 2 mostly, you know? And as the parts get, you know, and as this part 2 continues, the Academy Saga, with them going against the Chainsaw Man cult, the Falling Devil arc, which is a very important arc, by the way. It's on my shelf all the way back here when Denji had to pull Asa out to continue to live, and she did the same thing to Denji in this video to continue to live. The same thing, right? With them having their date, meeting Fami, aka Death, and then eventually finding Fami, the actual Fami, right? Death's Notre Dame thing being foreseen and bypassed in a way too. The apocalypse happening, everything. Part 2 is about not ignorance is bliss, the country mouse and town mouse. It's love is war, and living a normal life is impossible, and that's okay. You know, if Denji and Asa can't live a normal life, why don't they just forge a world or forge a life that they can live together with, for each other, with each other? Because again, wording is very, very important. The idea of Denji not saying I, but we. The idea that he's still trying and that his heart is still yearning for her, even though she wants to quit. Something that Denji has felt many times throughout all of Part 1, but mainly Part 2, because of everything that he has lost. Everything that Denji has lost has made sense because of the idea of him yearning for this normal life, but he can't obtain it because of the way and who he is. Chainsaw Man. How could you guys live and want a normal life, but still want to be a crazy person? You can't do that. And the idea of Denji conflicting between that is the exact same thing that Yoru was struggling, or Asa was struggling with too. You know? Just in a different way. And I think both of them wanting to save one another, but also save themselves, mirrors them even more beautifully. You know? Man. It's just, I had to get a lot of this off my chest because of how misunderstood Part 2 really is by all of the fandom of Part 1. It really pisses me off because Part 2 is not supposed to be Part 1. They're different stories. And I think with a lot of people saying Fujimoto should have ended Chainsaw Man at Part 1, I've seen takes like that. Are you serious? Like, I hit my mic. I'm not even gonna tune you guys out, right? I want to say my theory, right? My theory for these two, right? My theory. And for the myriad of theories that I have. Do I think Yoru will die? Do I think Asa will die? Do I think Denji will die? I mean, who knows, right? None of us know because of Chainsaw Man still going on. I'm recording this on a... Where's my phone at? My phone's right here. I'm recording this, guys, as of Saturday. New chapter's coming out on Tuesday, right? Even with next chapter, right? Along with the end. Because I feel like Part 2 is going to be the end of Chainsaw Man. With it even wrapping up, Pochita's contract, right? My personal take. There's really only 3 things. Let me explain. Theory 1, Asa dies, right? Asa and Yoru dies. Theory 2, Denji and Pochita dies. But with death not being here, there's no way death can come back. I mean, you guys have to understand, and I'll say the third theory in a minute. Nuclear weapons only came back because remember, guys, in Part 2, right, especially in the beginning when Yoru first got, when Yoru first awakened, one of her debut panels, something that was really important was this panel. I'll make you vomit nuclear weapons back up. Right? You guys remember, this panel was even recreated in this video. But the reason why this still happened regardless is because he didn't vomit it up, but rather it was reinvented. Something that was always going to be reinvented. So will death be reinvented? If Pochita doesn't barf up Fami, will death be reinvented? Or if death is still feared enough, but it's not a thing, so it can't, will it come back? I mean, death could come back. So there's that possibility, but my third theory is that both of them will die, both of them will die, but I don't want either 3 of my theories to be true. I want my personal bonus 4th theory, right? That I want everything to be, okay. I want everything to be okay to a degree, as in my overall, foresight, looking from the outside in, right? Trying to look at this from a mangaka perspective, or from a storytelling perspective on what really Fujimoto is trying to tell with the Academy Saga, right? Not just the fact that love is war. All is fair in love is war. But also two, living a normal life isn't that easy. Part 1 was all about wanting it. The idea of facing reality, no matter how hard it is. But 2 is, it's not that simple. It's not that easy. And it never will be that easy, ever. And that's okay. Right? But my thing is, my bonus 4 theory is that I want everything to a degree to be okay. I want them to be able to create this world, right? I want, like what Denji says in this panel, that I'm looking at, I'll invite you to our world too, Asa. We're fellow parent killers after all. She doesn't want that because, she feels the guilt, right? But I'm half dangerous devil too. Remember, if your devil's going to get in our way, then me and Pochita will murderize her for you. Then we'll somehow get her out of you. I don't know how they're going to do that. But again, just like in part 8, right? Not going to spoil, right? For all the JoJo fans or potential Chainsaw Man fans that haven't gotten to JoJo's. Let's just say in part 8, there's a way to defy the impossible, right? Sometimes you just have to go beyond it, right? So all I'm saying is that there is a possibility within the impossible that they can somehow get rid of Yoru and live this seamlessly happy life. I mean, guys, one thing that I want to bring up is that recently I've watched a movie, right? And it took me a long time to watch it, but I've seen so many edits, I've seen so much about it, and I want to bring it up now because I feel like it might aid into what I'm thinking about. Fight Club. I don't know if you guys know the movie. I'm surprised none of you guys wouldn't know about the movie, right? What's the first rule? I watched it recently, and I bring it up because a lot of people had theories about like the Fight Club theory for Asa, the idea that Yoru never existed and Asa was... That was such a very interesting theory, right? I remember seeing that on social media. It was really interesting, right? Something I wanted to talk about here on the channel. But then also, too, I bring up Fight Club because, guys, if you guys know the ending to that movie, I think that's going to be my ending. I think the whole world will crash and burn and be destroyed, and there'll be nothing left but Asa and Denji. And is the life normal? No. Everything's gone. Everything's destroyed. The whole world could probably be turned into a weapon by Yoru before they find out a way to beat her. But that's okay. Chainsaw Man isn't about happiness. It's not about sadness. It's not about... in a way it is, but that's not what it's mainly centered about, right? Chainsaw Man is about grief. It's about truth. It's about harshness. It's about reality. It's about suffering. It's about ignorance. It's about a suppression of trauma. It's about guilt. It's about moving on, forgetting, the idea of revenge. So many different concepts, so many different themes, but I do believe with Yoru and Pochita still fighting, I believe in Denji. It's not that I believe in Asa and Denji having a happy ending. I believe the words Denji is saying. I believe in him. I believe in the idea that they will find a way, that they will murderize Yoru. Every single time Denji has said that, I'll murderize and beat you up and brutally destroy you. He's done it. Okay? There will be a way to get Yoru out of Asa's body and destroy Yoru completely. Or, so that's my cemented first theory. Or 2, Yoru and Pochita will fight to the end of time while Asa and Denji live through them. With just them. That's my theory. Let me know if I'm cooking. Let me know if I'm wrong or right. I haven't been wrong yet. I have not been wrong on my theories about Blue Lock, about Chainsaw Man, about JoJo's, about Poon Poon, about any series I've done on this channel. I've never been wrong. I've literally never been wrong, guys. So we'll see. I want to see you guys' comments. I want to see you guys' theories about what do you guys think? What do you guys think? How do you guys truly feel about part 2? Not how you guys have felt about the last 10 chapters or 20 chapters that we read in this video. How do you guys feel about part 2? That's what I want to know. And if you guys have to reread everything, right? Everything to get to like the recent chapters, then do that. Come back here and tell me what you think. Because I'm going to do that. When part 2 ends and I make that finale, I'm going to reread it and I'm going to make a whole different video about it probably. Or I'll reread it as before I start the end of the video, like the end of the last video of part 2, and then I'll talk about it even longer. So I'll surpass the length of this discussion, right? But Denji and Asa were made for each other. And I love the build-up, protagonist v protagonist, between Asa and Denji. I love it. I really, really love it. Even when you look at the introductions of both of them as caricatures, it's very similar. Very similar, right? But what do you guys think? Truly, how do you guys feel? I want to know. Leave comments. And leave a like. You know, dislike me, like the video. I'm perfectly cool with that. Subscribe. Turn on post notifications so you guys never miss videos by your boy. We're close to 3K. I'm going to go work on some videos after this. I'm still going to be working. I'm going to try to get this video out, I don't know, tomorrow or Sunday. I don't know. We'll see. I'm recording this on a... What day am I recording this on? Ooh. I said Saturday, but it's like a Friday night, essentially, right? Because it's like 12. But I want to know how you guys feel. Again, I want people to start putting more respect on Jojolion. I want people to start putting more respect on Part 2 because they're not the stories you think they are. You do not understand Araki and Tatsuki Fujimoto's intentions, okay? You don't understand. And I'm not even saying I completely understand because Part 2 is not even finished yet. So maybe my vision's wrong. But from what I've seen and from what I've read so far, I haven't been wrong. I haven't. I've accurately been calling a lot of these things because I understand the story. And I hope you guys can too. For all the people who dislike Part 2, remember, hey guys, for all my Chainsaw Man fans here, and for all the ignorant people, for all the ignorant fans who have finished Part 1, maybe they read the manga or the Rise movie, and they hate on Part 2, send them this video. Send them my Chainsaw Man series, and they'll see. And tell them, stop expecting things from Part 1 to be in Part 2, because they're not the same stories. Under the same series, though, but not the same story. And that's it. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for everything. And I'll see you guys. The Michigan story, like I can't believe. I'm not surprised though. Like I freaked out, but I'm not that surprised. This is Yoru's full potential, and it's only gonna get crazier. So we gotta find a way to create this world and fast, because if we don't, it's all over. I'll see you guys next time in the middle of the war between the War Devil and Chainsaw Man. All time. And I'm out. Love is war though.
A lot of anger.